Alright, hey guys, we're going to talk about today why you may or may not want to buy this wallet case from Samsung. It's the LED wallet cover. And so, hey, before we get into that, my name is Mike with Digital Life, and my goal on this channel is to help you find the right phone, case, and face to fit your life and style. Today is going to be no different. Alright, so you're going to hear my kids in the background. Not a big deal. It's kind of how it is when you're a YouTuber as a dad, but hopefully you'll be able to still hear me. Alright, so this case, let's go over an overview really quick. It is an LED case, so that means when you open and close this case, you're gonna see an LED light come up, okay? So you can program these, you can make them your own, you can add icons to incoming callers if they're in your contact list or anything like that. I don't do that because what happens is you give them access, whoever controls the app for this case, which happens to be Samsung, you're giving them access to all of your contacts, right? So I choose not to do that, but it's okay. It's not a big deal because if you open up a YouTube video for this, right, you can watch the YouTube video. So let's go ahead and do that. While I'm doing that real quick, so you can see right now that I have a Whitestone dome glass on here right now, and so there is a video playing. And so what happened is that right there. So what's cool is if you keep it closed, like I can hear it right now in my ear. If you keep this closed right here, then it will go cycle through, okay? And it'll tell you the time, okay? So it does a cool cycle through. Let's go ahead and do it again because it's still going. All right, so if you press the power button, it'll turn that off. You press it again, it gives you the option for that right there. So all you have to do is press that and it'll pause it, okay? So let's show, it'll show you again. Let's go ahead and go to that. So it did pause it, and I don't want any editing in this video. I'm not gonna do any editing. I'm doing it straight through. All right, so hopefully you guys find this valuable. Okay, so it's not perfect, obviously, but so you press the power button and you pause it, and then you can play. All right, so, and then this right here, I believe will skip the video. Yep, it skipped it, okay? So it skipped to the next one. And so there you go, or you can just open it. All right, so now here's the thing is, with this case, why not just open the phone? And you've got this big AMOLED display. Why not use the AMOLED display instead of this? That is the problem I came up with, okay? Now, here's the thing is, that is an issue, that is a problem, but it's because this case is cool, right? Like, the reason why you don't use this right here is because seeing those LED lights, it doesn't really get old too fast. I've been using it, and every time you see it, it's like, oh, you know what, I want to go use the case. It's just it's a feature, it's just fun, and it's a feature, and it's just something that is cool. Definitely a gimmicky kind of thing because you're going for an LED pin tile, right, kind of display, right, on the case to from a quad HD display, 1080p optional, but nonetheless it's still better. The AMOLED display does exactly what this is doing, right, for me. You do have some control options through it, that's fine, but when I showed my wife this case, the first thing she said was, wow, it's got LED lights. She didn't think about the fact that this case, you're not going to be able to use this screen, like I said. If you drop it, you're most likely going to shatter your phone, right? Because this thing is not very durable. You can see how it's open all right there and all right here. Super accessible, right? She's not going to realize that when you have this phone in your pocket, you're not going to get that pocket cleaning, right? The screen of your screen. This is going to block that. So every time you open your phone, you're going to have the smudges, okay? She didn't know that this is antimicrobial, and she didn't understand the fact that also when you have antimicrobial coating on your case, it's not a germ-free case. It's kind of, for me, it's a marketing thing, right? It's kind of gimmicky, but not to say it doesn't work, because definitely it does work, but it only works really the first time around. You touch your phone with your fingers, And then the second time you touch your phone, you reintroduce bacteria. Well, that second time you touch your phone, that new bacteria consumes the old bacteria that had died from the antimicrobial coating and learns how to combat that antimicrobial coating, right? Do you understand what I'm saying? So through research, they found out that when dead microbes are on a surface from an antimicrobial coating, the new microbes or bacteria that go on and consume the dead microbes learn through the dead microbes DNA, right? That on how to combat the antimicrobial layer. So therefore, doesn't that mean you're really creating superhuman or super bacteria on your phone? Does that mean that? Am I getting that correctly? But nonetheless, this will help. It's better than nothing. But definitely don't buy this case because you think it's going to be germ-free, right? Or an antimicrobe, right? You can take it in the bathroom and not have to worry about it, because that's not the case, and no pun intended. So, all right, what else about this case? It has buttons here instead of here. Like before, they used to have them through the case, right? They've got buttons right here instead, and they're actually pretty good buttons. They're nice and rubbery, nice texture. The back camera here, it is definitely super right up to the edge. You have a little bit of lay on table protection, but not a whole lot. So, but here's the thing is, you have this cover. Why not just lay it face down like this, right? Why not just put it on the table face down like that? Well, the problem is you can do that, but you want to be able to see notifications coming in on the screen. That's why you have this. You want to be able to lay it down like this, but you can't really do it if you want to use it that way. All right, so you have to pick it up and do that. Click the power button and you'll be able to see it. It is kind of cool that you can go ahead, if your display is on, you close it and it turns off. You can see that. Turns back on and off when you close your display. That is pretty cool. There is an area where you can talk on this if you choose to. So yeah, no problem talking through the case right here, the cover, when it's closed. You've got, like I said, full coverage all the way around. And the thing about this case is, if you are looking for an all-day, everyday case that will carry all your cards, that will do everything and protect your phone really good, this is not the case for you. This case is for somebody that really wants to have just like one of the best cases. If, for instance, not one of the best cases, one of the best looking kind of cases. So for me, if I only need one phone or case, I only need one phone case. Why have multiple phone cases? It's because you want to change up the look of your phone, right? So this case right here is definitely something that will take your phone from feeling old and kind of like drab, that old thing, to something kind of new. It gives you a whole new experience. And this is the kind of thing where if you walk into the room, right, of a bunch of people, maybe not a bunch of people, but some people, and everybody has got a note. Let's say, for instance, they all have the clear cases, the best looking colorful cases, the best and coolest looking metal cases, whatever they have, and you pull out this case right here and your case does this, and you're able to take phone calls through this right here like that, and the way it feels, the fabric looks super high quality, high class. You have one of the best cases in the room. That's all there is to it. And that's what this case is about. It's about making you enjoy this phone that you bought for $1,000, $1,200, $1,500, even more. That's what this case is, right? It's just something that helps you enjoy your phone even more to the fullest, okay? It's not going to give you the best protection. It gives you some protection, but it's not going to be the best. Some things that people came up with as far as a negative point. When you open this or when you close this, sometimes it opens by itself just when you're putting it in your pocket, putting it in your bag, anything like that. It just kind of wants to flip open because there's no magnetic closure, right? Nothing to keep it closed. It just kind of falls open, all right? So this is definitely not a case for somebody that is kind of finicky with things like that. This is one where you're going to have to like purposely keep it closed. It doesn't hold more than really 3 cards. I put 3 cards in there and it was doing this. Like that. Okay, so it wasn't closing all the way, of course not, but it will stretch after a while. This is a fabric binder right here, so it's going to stretch. So after a while, if you do want to use it like that, you can, but this is a case where you put it on, you want to go into your bag real quick, grab one card, maybe two, put them in this little slot right here. It's got a little indent, if you can see that, a little indent right here all the way around, okay? And it'll kind of hold your cards the way it needs to, but it's for that fast, you know, not every day. It's just that one night out, you know, go into a nice place, put this case on, and you've got your cards for the night. You know, not a big deal if it doesn't want to close all the way or whatever. I have noticed one thing though. If you do want to put this thing face down or camera facing down, okay, you just open it like that, okay? And that way it covers your camera, okay? Got it? And you can see your display now. Got it? So that'll definitely help you as far as that goes. And yeah, I think that this is a really good case. Let's go ahead and for $64, I don't know if it's like, you know, worth that much money, but yeah, if you wirelessly charge, it does wirelessly charge. I know that. Why isn't it doing it right now? Go ahead, show us. There it is, 75% on my phone right now. And let's go ahead and do it this way. Come on, I know you can show us. Maybe I don't have it. There it goes, 75%. So you got to find the sweet spot. So anyway, do I recommend this case? Yes, if you understand exactly what I'm telling you. It's not a super functional case. If anything, this case adds a couple of hurdles to your experience with your phone. But does this phone add like a nice look to your phone? Yes, it does. If you care about how your phone looks, if you care about having that super supreme kind of experience, kind of feeling, because this case does feel super premium in the hands. It's got that fabric kind of feel, right? Adds that new, you know, LED kind of look to your phone. Yeah, it's nice. It's got its perfect cuts, right? It's going to be perfectly cut around that camera. But then, you know, if you are okay with accepting the fact that this isn't the perfect functional phone, then I would say, yeah, go ahead and get this phone. It comes down to even not being able to use this phone really that well one-handed. If you've got smaller hands, it's going to be hard because look how thick it is when you open that, okay? When you are taking a photo with this, you've got to hold it like this. You can't open it and hold it like this, right? Because it's going to cover the camera. So there's things that you got to think about when you're considering buying this case. I have noticed that when I message on this case or with this phone with the case on, it's kind of easier to hold it like this. I do like holding this right here because it gives me like two phones kind of to hold on to, if that makes sense. So anyway, hopefully this helps you guys decide whether or not to buy this case. I think it's a good buy if you're willing to, you know, accept these shortcomings on this case. Okay, so that's it. All right, guys, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a click the bell to the right of the subscribe button if you want to be notified for future videos like this one coming out in the future. Okay, guys, I'm gonna leave with something different this time. Let's say there's two of the most important days of your life are the day you were born and the day you find out why. Yeah, I'm into kind of like self-help kind of books and stuff like that. So I like, you know, cool little quotes like that, kind of help you think, you know, that's true, or yeah, make you think about things a little bit more. So anyway, I'm gonna stop rambling. I'm rambling now. Okay, yeah, go out and buy this case if you kind of like, you know, showing off your phone. If not, if you want something more functional, don't buy it. Okay, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Thanks for watching. Bye.